Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Back to Portis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Edwards. Vassell with the rebound. Here's Sharp to the middle. Here's Camby. And here's Toppin from the arc. Fires in the triple.
And the coaching staff loving this. Confidence in Obi Toppin's catch-and-shoot game.
And the Warriors with possession. It's a three-point game. Here's Maxey. Left side Barnes. Pass to Bowen. Inside. Portis' shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Yeah, Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Barnes. And Toppin pulls it down.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Thank you for that, Allie.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on them, too.
Pass to Edwards. Nice D from Vassell.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Brunson taking his time here. And he gets the bucket.
You don't need size to score in the lane. It's certainly helpful, but you can see Brunson there with that little teardrop. He's going to stop that.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Sharp. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Pass to Camby. And no good. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Here's Bowen. Puts up a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. 1:49 left to play in the first. And there's a pick. Brunson on the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Pass to Edwards. And he makes it on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Minnesota leading by 6. Down low. Camby. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Now here's Portis. No made baskets yet. Here's Jones. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Porter. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And nice to see Michael Porter Jr. making the decision to share some of the offensive load and not force it.
And here's Toppin from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's...
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to... basket. Feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Inside. Here's Zubac. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's where you got to give Zubac the ball because he's good at capitalizing close to the bucket.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That free throw good from Barnes. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Exum. Now Vassell. And here's Exum. To the middle. Here's Robinson Earl. Takes the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Minnesota shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And that one misses. Warriors trail by 10. The floater. That one goes in. Barnes has got 5 points.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
It's Exum on the wing. Here's Zubac. Barnes with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
The kick out to Edwards. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on court.
Left side Maxey. Elbow shot. That one no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Outside Brunson. Over Maxey. Minnesota again missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Right side Brunson. Brunson is doubled. Pass to Camby. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
I love it. Excellent position defensively. You give the guy two choices. Either stop in your tracks or step out of bounds.
Outside Maxey. Here's Jones. Back to Maxey. Now Jones. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Brunson. Here's Camby. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. Exum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
The shot by Eubanks, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up to Minnesota. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Pass to Camby. Back to Brunson. They set the pick. With the fadeaway. Knocks it loose.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he drops the first. No good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 8. On the wing, Porter. He's scoreless. Pass to Melton. Portis, left side. To the paint. Here's Jones. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside Sharp. Vassell outside. Over Jones. Here's Camby. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Brunson. It's tipped to the inside. Here's Zubac. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Zubac has got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 10.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Down low. It's Barnes on the wing. And here's Porter outside. Minnesota with a rebound. And a minute played as the second half gets going. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Such a load down there in the paint. Zubac's so tough to guard in close.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Edwards. Good D by Sharp. And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league. And I like Obi just stepping up, not hesitating.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Crafty and shifty. Those are 2 adjectives that fit under the Jalen Brunson definition.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. So both teams making some changes here. And he's good on the second. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Edwards with some muscle.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Anthony misses. Warriors trail by 15. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 7 points.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. Don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
It's Anthony on the take. Here's Robinson Earl. Drops in the 3. Robinson Earl's got his second basket.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here he goes. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Give him 8 points now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Bowen. From outside, off the mark. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 15-5 run. And Anthony, here we go. Some solid D from Eubanks. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 18. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Here's Anthony. Here's Camby. Out to Anthony. Driving inside. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. .44 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Portis outside. Porter from outside. And the Warriors miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. And it's in there. Brunson's got 8.
Brunson sizing up the defense and really good at operating in the pick and roll.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Porter outside. And Toppin pulls it down. Zubac screen to the middle. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter here.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's the Warriors now. 19-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And they've got a lot of road games ahead. That's game 2 of 7 on this trip. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Timberwolves on D. Maxey with it. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Pass to Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And they're on the run. Porter from outside.
Phenomenal defense. The long arms of Vassell helping him come up with that block.
Jones misses. Minnesota leading by 17. Outside Brunson. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Portis. Toppin outside. Vassell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley. Porter with the steal. Maxey with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. The 3 is up. Can't get it to drop.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Look, if he plays the minutes, there's no doubt Zubac is going to get you double-double.
Porter from outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Vassell's shot is good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Portis outside. Fires the 3. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Minnesota leading by 21. The teardrop. Some solid defense from Maxey. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And here's Porter outside. The shot that time not on target.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Sinks the tray.
Porter so developed with that long-range shot. Beautiful form on it.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Zubac. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Warriors trail by 18. Porter from outside. And Toppin pulls it down. And Minnesota has possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. No good on the three. Golden State with the ball. Right side Maxey. Portis a screen. That three's off the mark. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ivica Zubac.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on it.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Vassell, he's open. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Portis a screen. The three ball. Edwards, no good. Minnesota with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Camby. Back to Anthony. Here's Camby. Defended by Portis. Camby, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.